they still pulled it through, which is good. Commitment for it. That was nice. I remember my track days. I didn't run a lot. Like I ran like half of the year. I wasn't dumb fast. Let me give y'all the complete story of my track season. 7th grade year, I transferred after 1 month at the school in my neighborhood that I grew up in. I transferred because we moved, and I transferred to like the rival school. Eventually track season come up, and I did track 6th grade, so I'm like, oh yeah, I'm doing it. Like 5th grade was my first time doing track, but I wasn't officially on the team. The coach just needed extra people, and she got me, Martin Rod. But 6th grade, first official time. So 7th grade, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm doing that for sure. I'm doing that. I say I gotta try out, and luckily, as I'm there, the PE coach, I ended up like getting really cool with him. Like he was a real cool dude, and he was the track coach. Now when I went to tryouts, my 6th grade year, I ran the 200, and I was the 3rd leg on the 4x1. Track tryouts happen, and by this point, I'm at the school. I've been at the school for some months, so I got a feel for who's this person and who's that person. So we're walking over from the middle school to the high school because that's where we did our track and stuff like that. So as we're walking over from the middle school to the high school, once we get through the gate and we're on the track, coach is like, all right, all of the short distance go over there, all the long distance go over there. I ran short distance because 200 is short distance, 4x1 is short distance. But as he said that, I look, all the fastest kids in the school are going to the short distance. I'm like, nah. I'm like, if I go over there, I'm not making a team, because like I said, I was fast, but I wasn't fast. Like, no, I was just like, oh, he's fast. But I wasn't like, oh, bro, he is fast. No, I was not that. So when I saw all the fastest kids in the school go to short distance, I looked at long distance. Long distance looked back at me, and I went that way. I went the long distance. So I go to long distance. It was funny because my cousin was there. My cousin, he was there. He tried out, did long distance as well. Get the long distance. I don't know what to expect because I never did long distance with track. So go to long distance, and the coach said, all right, like this is what long distance did to try out. Literally, we're gonna run the mile. The mile is 4 laps around the track, and obviously whoever are the best people, they're going to make the team. So everybody line up, say go, boom, start running the mile. I finished second. If I'm not mistaken, I finished second. It sucks because my cousin, he did bad. He finished like last, or like one before last. And I don't mean to talk crazy about my cousin, but it sucked. Man, it really sucked, because I really wanted him on the team. But yeah, I finished second, so obviously I make the team. Okay, cool. Now it's track meets, and the problem with me, when I got to middle school, that is where my grades were the most questionable. Like, so because my grades were never really the best, like I said, I only ran like half of the track meets that year. It's not like, oh, we got 50 track meets. No, it probably was 15 or less than that. Like, I ran half. Like, I didn't run a bunch of track meets, and I was actually solid, so it sucks. But I remember my first track meet. My first track meet, I ran the mile. For the first and last time, I ran the mile at a track meet. And I'm thinking to myself, like, finna run the mile. I'm thinking to myself, like, man, I'm finna do good. Like, at trials, I came second. Man, I'm finna do solid, boy. I'm finna do good. I usually don't ever go into something thinking like, I'm finna lose. No, not unless it's certain people I know are on the opposing side. But other than that, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm finna do solid, bro. We finna do good. They say go, boom. I'm instantly in the back. Now, in the mile, it doesn't matter until, like, positioning does not truly matter until that 3rd lap, and for sure that 4th lap. That 4th lap, you better be in a good spot. So I'm running, and I'm like I'm in the back. And the thing that they tell you about the mile when you run it is that the safest spot is to be in the middle. Safest spot is to be in the middle, but like you want to make sure that you pace yourself. Keep like don't go too fast or you're gonna tire yourself out. Like pace yourself so that when it gets to that 4th lap, you can really start to pick it up and finish good. So I'm pacing myself, but everybody else can pace themselves better because I'm in the back. I'm not in the very back, but like I'm like bottom 5 people, like possibly bottom 3. Running last lap, I'm still in the back. I finished like 3rd to last. Yeah, I give her that sideline, and I ended up like, I'm not gonna say I had an asthma attack, but it was hard for me to breathe. So took the inhaler. And that was the last time I ever did the mile. I never did the mile again after that. I was happy too, because I was like, bro, I don't want to do this again, bro. I don't want to do this again. Bump the asthma part. Okay, cool. I understand. Thank y'all for that. Y'all looking out. If the mile is gonna be like this, where like, but I don't want to do the mile. I don't want to do the mile. Bump that. So all right, bet. I don't remember every track meet I ever did. I only remember the first one, the one that was at our school, and my best track meet I ever did. The next one that I remember is the one that was at our school. Now this track meet was a little special. It was a little different. Why? Because all my peoples was here. My first track meet, my mama was the only one there because it was a school that was kind of out of the way. So she was the only one that was there. This track meet, I think she was the only one that was not there. Everybody else, at the time, I think Peyton was the only one out of my little siblings that was born. So Peyton, dad, stepmom, Martin, Rod. I don't know if my sister was there, my older sister. I don't know if she was there. I don't think she was. So I'm like, bet, bro, I got the peoples in the stadiums. Like I gotta do good, bro. I gotta do good. And at this track meet, the 800. So the 800, 2 times around the track. So when I ran, it was like 6 or 8 of us. It wasn't a team 1, team 2. Like no, it was just 6 or 8 of us. So they say go, boom. I'm running, and I am in the back. Somehow I always end up in the back when it comes to the race. So I'm running, and it's me and this other dude that's in the back with each other. And the whole time, I'm not even thinking to myself like, now obviously I'm thinking to myself like, bro, I gotta like get up there. But I'm more so thinking, I can't let him beat me because then I will be dead last. I have to at least beat him. That's what my main thought is. I'm like, bro, my people's here. I can't go last place, bro. I can't, like, if I go last place, that's just too embarrassing. Running. Me and him stayed in the back the whole time. It get on that second lap, and we start to get at that 200 mark corner. So once it gets about right there, me and him start picking it up. He start getting a little gap though, like just a little gap. And I'm running. I think I heard my stepmom be like, go out there, like telling me to go. I just couldn't catch him. Like I'm trying to go. I was running ugly too. Like it was this dude that he was in the same grade as my older sister. I was real cool with him. He ran ugly. I don't know why, but I just chose to run like that. I looked so bad, bro. Got last too. Like it was just horrible, bro. So that crap happened. But my best track meet, I'll never forget it. If I'm not mistaken, I was expecting a miracle story at the end. Every story isn't a happy ending. I don't remember how many races I raced at that track meet, but I only remember one race. I remember one specific race. So that track meet, so I ran a couple of races, but I'm done now. Like I have no more races. They always end the track meets with relay races. Those are always the last races they do. And like I said, me and the coach, I'm real cool with the coach because he was my PE teacher. I was really close with him. He said, I need one more on the 4x4. So I need you. And I was like, all right, cool. I never ran the 4x4. Never. I only ever did the 800 stuff. 800, 4x8. Those are the only races I ever raced. Like I said, I did the mile one time. I stopped because asthma. But he said he needs me for the 4x4. And let alone, he needs me to be the anchor. The last person on the 4x4 B team. because they didn't have one person. I think the person left. Like, they thought all their races was done, so they left. So he needs me to fill in. I said, all right, I got you, coach. I got you. 4x4 relay, one time around. Like I said, I'm on the B squad, anchor. I'll never forget this. So I line up, everybody running, and now the third person got the baton. They gone. So now I line up. I'm gonna give you a play-by-play. I line up so I can prepare myself to get the baton. So I'm waiting. So he gets closer. I get it. Boom. When I get the baton, there is like 8 people, I believe. I believe there's 8 people, because I think it was 8. I think it was 8 people. Because we had our A team, then we had our B team, which I was the anchor for, and then it was other teams. So it was like 8 of us. I get the baton. When I tell y'all, listen, when I got the baton, we were in, the B team was in like 5th or 6th place. The A team was like 1st or 2nd. But when I got it, we was in like, the B team was in like 5th or 6th. I got the baton. Gone. I'm getting up out of there. I'm running. I passed like 1 or 2 people quickly before I even got around the first corner. Because obviously there's the first corner, there's the long other corner, and then there's the finish. We got around the first corner. It was a couple people that got the baton around me, got the baton around the same time I got it. So I ended up passing them. When I got around that first corner, right before the long shot, the coach was sitting down, like on a, like sitting in the chair or something right there. And he was like, "Go, Isaiah, go." When he said that, I was like, "Oh yeah, I gotta go." So I'm getting up out of there. I'm going. We was in 5th or 6th place, and I got us in 3rd place. So our A team got like 1st place, and I got us 3rd place on the B team. First time ever running the 4x4. I got up out of there. Cause like I said, like I was really cool with the coach. So when he said, I said, "Go," that's all I need to hear. He didn't say it in a, he didn't say it in a way of like, "Isaiah, go," like you behind. He said it in a way of like, "Go get him," like, "Isaiah, go." I'm going. I'm getting up out of there, bro. Like, I feel like I passed everybody, but I ended up finishing 3rd place. Obviously, we had a 1st place and a 3rd place, so tell you we did good. But unfortunately, I don't remember any other track meets. I don't.